Today we're going to take a look at another graphing calculator software that's very similar to Desmos, and that is Geogebra. So to get to this calculator, go to geogebra.org, and there is also a graphing calculator app for the smartphone. This particular software is really good for mobile devices, for tablets and for phones, because they will produce the graphics easily for you to put into your project. So if you're using a phone, I encourage you to check this out to create graphs and create geometric shapes. You can do both in Geogebra. So to go first of all to geogebra.org, you'll click on this button that says Start Graphing, and it will open a graphing calculator. Now what I've done is I've already typed a function into GeoGebra, and this looks really similar to Desmos. I put f of x equals 1/3, and then again I have my two factors. Over here it produced the graph, and I actually like this graph, but let's say you don't like the graph, that you want to adjust the window. Well, you'll click on this gear, and you will go into Settings, and here is where you will change your window. So your X min, your X max, Y min, Y max. Your 1:1 is basically showing you your ratio. So both your X and your Y axis have the same scale. If you want your Y axis to maybe count by tens or something, you could put 1 to 10 or so, or whatever. If you click on each of these buttons at the top, you can make other changes. You can even put your units and your label. So I'm going to put a label on my x-axis and a label on my y-axis. But other than that, I'm probably not going to change this. You can also click here and get these points. Well, actually, you can't do that. But what you can do, which is different from Desmos, is click on the 3 dots here and say special points, and it's going to list out the special points, and it will put them on the graph. So this point right here is called a root, which we also call a 0 of the function. So -1, 0 is your 0. Here's another 0. It has your y-intercept labeled, and it has your vertex. They call it an extremum, which is another term for the same thing, but we call this the vertex. Now, once you're happy with your graph, you can save this. And so what you'll do is click back up here on the gearbox. Or actually, no, you don't do that. Not the gearbox. There's actually a little save feature. Now, this works way better. Let me move this over. This works. This share button right here is where you're going to go. So you click here, and it will give you some options for sharing. The main one you're going to do is export the image. You could print it to a PDF, but I would encourage you to use the export image. It will download the image, or you can click here to download the image. But the best thing to do if you're on a desktop is just right-click and copy the image, and then you can paste it into your document. So it's much easier. Now on your phone or your mobile device, it's even simpler. It'll say download to your device, so you can just put it on your phone and then go over and upload it into your Google Doc. So again, I just wanted to show you a second option for creating graphics in a graphic calculator and putting those into your project.